Today we will try to break my rapid chess record. But this is not all about the record. This is about good chess. So I will try to play instructive and interesting chess and share my thinking as we go. All right, let's start. Welcome. We need only 10 points, so it's very close. Let's see how it goes. So we have Sicilian, okay, a6. There's good, I mean, this is quite a cunning plan, because if white plays d4 immediately, black can take here and play e5 without d6 move, and then can give some chances to create good prospects later. c4 or g3 are good lines against this plan. a6 is very useful move in Sicilian, so it's not really a waste of time to play it early. Okay, let's see. Queen might come here. So bishop e3 looks very natural. We can trade these bishops, and our knight is getting on d5. Knight c3 looks good. Queen d2, bishop here, castling, and so on. Maybe bishop d3, because in this structure, black tries to play f5 quite often, like in Kalashnikov. Sicilian, okay, I think this might be too early. Okay, let's see. Knight c3. Queen takes, check. Okay, there's bishop b4, and this might work out also. So I think trading here is a good idea. And then queen on c5 might be too early in play. Bishop e2 or bishop d3 or maybe something else. Actually, this looks quite interesting. Okay, there's queen a5, so we can do that. I mean, the idea is to play c5 and get knight b6 before this happens, and maybe queen d2 actually. I can castle long, make some pressure on d6, or yeah, I don't have to decide the square yet, so let's play queen d2. Okay, now back to this plan. If knight jumps here, I have time for c5, because queen trade is probably okay for me. And if queen retreats, I have oh, this is hanging, so it's not working. Have to play something like f3 first. Okay, let's play it. Because then I think it's not good idea to play d6. And maybe I have time for c5. Okay, now I think I can do this and c5. It's not so easy to find good moves if d6 and b6 are not available for black. Let's see, maybe there is f5 or maybe even d6 plan. But at the moment, I think I'm doing quite well, because I don't have to put bishop on e2 or d3. c4 is very good square. It prevents f5 action, and yeah. I think this is at least a bit better for white. Okay, now he's thinking. Taking here might be actually a good idea, because my knight is hanging on a4. I didn't see that. I mean, it's hanging if I play something like... yeah, but of course rook is hanging in that line too. But I can't play queen f2 when check happens, because then my knight is hanging. So I have to do this. And when queen takes here... okay, knight c3 and everything is still in control, I guess. Okay, what is the plan? Maybe d5, but now I can castle long. Okay, there is b5 actually, and when I take, then d5. But still, I think I'm quite happy there. Or am I? Should I play queen d6? That looks actually quite good. After trading, I have knight c5. And if he tries to do something like that, I can castle. So queen d6 looks actually very good. Because I think b5, d5 can give some play to black. Okay, b6 might be a choice for black, but there is no bishop b7 because b6 is hanging. And whenever b5 happens, then knight c5. And I think this will be too slow. There is no chance to break this creep. If queen e6, then we can play knight b6 and then bishop c4. So again, it's not so easy to find good moves for black. Okay, that was a good one, I guess. Because now I'm not going to get c5 if I play knight c3. Should I trade here first and then jump to b6? Because I can't do this, because he can trade and then my knight drops. Okay, if I trade and play this way, then I think black is getting very active position and I'm losing time with these plans, so I have to retreat now. Okay, maybe queen d6 wasn't that good. But let's see. There is plans with a4, castling, bishop here. I think this pawn might get weak, but well, it's not clear. But it can be also a very strong pawn. If I can get my knight on c7 and rooks to c file somehow. Knight d5, knight c7, but of course, okay. That was a surprise. Okay, he really tries to get d5. Okay, if I do this, then pawn drops, and I think I don't have enough counterplay. So knight d5 or queen takes here. Oh, this is a blunder, I guess. Maybe not actually, but still, I think I have to take here and play a4, for example. Or knight d5. Yeah, knight d5 actually. If he trades, then maybe c6 is an option, and or should I go with this knight? d6, I can castle long. But then a4, a5. This is tricky. At least I can castle b4, knight d5. That looks good. Or rook d1. Which one? Okay, I think I have to castle long or knight b4. d6. I think I need this castling. Or should I go with knight d5? This is actually probably the most critical moment in the game. Okay, let's play knight d5. I think he goes back. This is the best move, I guess, because then d6 is an option. Or maybe I can create something on c file. Knight here, knight here. This is tricky. Maybe knight b4 after this. Ah, yeah. Bishop b7. Then I can take. Bishop takes. There's knight e7, but it's not a good idea. Here. Well. Okay, now I have one more move more. Should I castle or not? Maybe I should take on e7 and put my knight on b4. Yeah. No, there is no d6, and if a5 happens, then knight d5 looks quite strong, and these pawns can get weak. Maybe I go short castling now. Okay, bishop b7, but then there's no... maybe a5 after bishop b7, a4. This is tricky position to play. c5 might get weak and so on. Okay, bishop b7 is clearly a move here. Okay, I think I have to play quickly. My development is the issue here. But it's not easy to get this plan work. a5. Can I do this? Then my b2 is dropping. Maybe I have time for knight d3. Both are hanging, and then I can take. These are weak pawns, and very hard to say in this time control. Good morning. Nice to have you here. We have very interesting game for the start. Okay. Should I take here or not? Okay, maybe bishop c4, and if this comes, then knight d3, actually, yes. Or should I take on a6? This is hard decision to make. Okay. I think this... Oh, this is hanging, but that one is hanging. Maybe I was lucky. I didn't see this one. b2 is not so important pawn, but might be in some cases. Of course, I would like to do this. If something like... Okay. This was my plan. And maybe I can give this and take a4. Then these pawns are much weaker. I have a nice square for my bishop. But okay, knight will come to the play very quickly. Again, very hard position to play correctly. Of course, it's easy to make moves, but how to find those good moves? Castling and knight d6 I can take, and then yeah, everything is fine. There is no pinning plans after castling. Maybe f6, but then I'm ready for this. And okay, c4 might cause some problems because p2 is hanging. So f6 might be the best. But what should I do then? Do I have time to take here? I think I don't have time for that. Okay, can I take c5 somehow? I think I can. If I do this and knight here, I play against this bishop. If my knight gets here, I think I can win these pawns and keep this pawn alive. And that gives good winning prospects. Then my king goes here. c5 is very weak. a6 is weak. I think it's very hard to find any other plans than taking here. Rook here takes. Is there some kind of tactics? I don't know. Maybe not. Okay. What should I do now? I think I should take with this rook, because then I can trade everything. But how to win the game after that? Maybe if I take with this. Okay, I can take here, bishop here, check. And then my knight might drop. Okay, he takes and takes here, rook here, but c-pawn gives good counterplay. Even though I will win this, I think it's probably not winning. This is so quick, I don't have time to put my pawn to h5. So I have to find something better. What is it? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, let's take this one. I think he have to play something like bishop d7, but it's not much. Okay, I think I have to trade or play b4 maybe. Trade, knight c5. Oh, this is not winning. Okay, b4. Maybe with the pawn, bishop here. Maybe not actually. Maybe rook can go here. Looks pretty strong actually. Okay, everything will be traded. Oh, whoa, 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 mouse slip. Okay. Too bad. I was just clicking squares and then it was mouse slip. Okay, not the best start, but I think the game was quite good, at least for the start. $95.5. I mean, my opponent got very high performance rating. b5 is of course the best. Okay, this might be equal. But here I think I can have something better than what I did. What did I played knight d5. Okay, maybe long castling, but I wasn't sure how to make progress, or is just d6, bishop b7 good choices for black? Might be. I think the most important position is this. Maybe my plan is not working because I can't really stop b5. It's possible, it's tactically possible, and I didn't see that one, because after queen d6 there is b5, or okay, taking and b5, but if I could stop these pawn moves, then I will got very nice grip, and that is the point here. Okay, but I could just castle, and b5 is probably it's not the best, because I can trade queens, or queen has to retreat here, and then I can take even these pawns. I have very good control over d-file and queen side, and that's why there is no good chances to create attack. Queens will get traded and so on. Yes, I will stream Tyler Tuesday tomorrow. Okay, but yeah. Okay, let's play more. Yeah. Maybe it's a good idea to check a few details, because I think it was still possible to get something here. Maybe not actually. It's yeah, it's very drawish, and should agree a draw here. But of course, rook d2 is losing immediately. I was planning to play this one, but then I saw that he doesn't have to do this, even though these moves are still playable. But okay, this is still it's clear that this is only draw. Okay, let's play more and try to be more precise with the mouse. The same time, I'm streaming every day at the same time. Okay, he's really blitzing out Scottish Gambit. Okay, I think I can take this one. Yeah, rook here, d5. This is the only old line. There was queen a5, which was a good line, but nowadays there's many options. I think queen d7 might be the best. There was some details I can't remember now, but queen d8 or queen d7 are very good choices. Okay, this might look dangerous, but I think I can just castle, or what was it? f6 is not working. He can take with the bishop. Or maybe it's playable actually, because I can take here and then create some play on f-file, but it's still unnecessary. Okay, we can castle and then take with this queen, and then bishop might be slightly better than this knight when white takes here. So castling looks very natural. There is no any kind of tricks, so we can take this with the queen, and then bishop is ready for action. Okay, bishop e6, then knight lands here, so maybe b6 or bishop f5, bishop f5, knight c5. Okay, maybe b6 or bishop d7. Ah, then there's knight c5. Rook d8. Why not? Okay, I can't see anything. Maybe queen. Ah, there's no queen b4. Okay, rook d8, queen c3. But maybe I should play b6 in every case. And then I'm just checking those lines because this is a critical moment. After a few moves, it's very easy to play with black pieces. At least I think so. Maybe knight jumps here, and it's not so easy, but let's see. Yeah, b6. Oh, knight jumps here and it tries to get here, but maybe queen d8 and... Or maybe just here. Okay. Ah, queen d5, bishop e6, knight here. Takes, takes. But then my bishop is very well placed on d5. c7 is not a problem. Maybe h6, c6 something. Bishop b7 looks pretty good now. Okay, queen here prevents bishop, knight f5 ideas. Okay, queen d7 is something. Well, queen d8. Maybe I have to be careful still. Okay, let's play queen here. Queen d7, rook c8. It's a bit passive, but have to do a few passive moves. And then I think I can create counterplay with h pawn. Maybe not. This is quite good grip. I mean, white is controlling these files, and this might get tricky. Let's see. I think computer evaluation is equal, but it's not so easy for human to play this. I'm not going to play Cloud. It's for other guys. I try to play good openings and so on. Okay. Okay. This is a plan if I do this. Okay. What to do? Maybe queen here and then queen here. This might be an option, of course. Which one to choose? Okay, I do this. I think he's playing quite well here. h4 was a good move. rook e5. There's checkmate. So my plan is to play queen c6 if queen goes to d7, but still maybe h5. Then I can go back, maybe, or h6, rook here, queen c6, f3, something like that. But then knight f5 might be something. So the problem is that I don't have time for rook d8. He can take it. If I do something like this, after rook e5, f3, maybe he has time for knight f5. And if I do something like g6, then this pawn might end up here, and there's checkmate plans. So that's why I think h4 was clearly the best choice to put pressure on black's position. Oh, yeah, by the way, there is a poll in the chat, so feel free to vote if you want. It seems that we have already 30 votes. Thanks for voting, and let's see how this ends. Yeah, this is critical moment to think, so I think he's thinking in a right moment what to do. Queen g4. Actually, yes. Why not to do that? It's very threatening and it's defending f5 square. I mean, knight can jump here or here. So I might be in trouble already. Or can I play this way? Okay, f3, it's a very useful move, but now it weakens white's position a bit, and I think I might have time for rook move. I can't see anything better, so this might be the move. Trading here, queen c6, everything is still fine for black, I guess. And now queen g4 plans. Okay. He's ready to trade. That's a bit surprising. If I trade and put queen d5, is there queen g4, f5, queen f4, something? If we are trading queen d5, then queen trade, rook here. Yeah. Okay. Queen c6 hits here, and it's ready for this, but queen knight f5 or queen knight okay, knight f5 is better. I don't have anything, so I think I have to keep the queen here. Or should I do something like this and try to trade queen to these rooks? Knight e4 I can always take, so, and if h5, then there is square for my queen. Okay, he can try to do something like this, but then okay, h5, then I have only one move before this. Okay. Okay, this is the dangerous. Should I go here to force this trade? b4 I can take here. I can't actually. Okay. This might be a mistake. But now I have a chance to play rook d8. I think he can't really take here twice because these pawns are so weak that queen is better than those rooks. And now queen c6, knight e4. Okay, I have to trade first these rooks and play this one then. I would like to do something more active, but this is a move. Okay, queen here, hits here, and b2. Then queen comes here. So this is really tricky position already. Trading rooks and rook e8. Yeah, let's do that. Hopefully it's working. Well, now I saw that h5 is a very good for white, but I can't really prevent that. Maybe it's not winning, but white has edge. It's clear, but knight e4 I can always take, and that is my chance to hold this. If rook goes here, then I can play queen trade. So I think this is clearly the best option for white. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Maybe queen f8. Hopefully there is no time to do something like this. Queen d6. And then bishop might be a slightly better for than this knight. I can retreat if... Oh, maybe even king here. h6 I can take, and it's not so clear. Okay, maybe my king is vulnerable on h6, but there is pin, and it's not so easy. And then I can get this pawn off. That's a plan, of course. If queen goes here, I can probably take and try to create some threats. f4, then queen goes here, and suddenly this bishop is awake. Queen g5, f6, and then maybe g5, f6, king here. Okay, he trade. I think this is coming soon. Okay, knight e4. Then I have to trade, but then it's equal. Of course, pawn endings can be tricky. Let's play f5. I try to take this option away. These pawns can get weak if he is not precise. Okay, what is the plan now? If knight jumps, I can do this. And actually g4 is already a threat. Okay, g4, f3, g4 takes. I can take here between. No, I can't. Or can I? takes here. Oh, it's nothing. G4 takes knight here. But then G3. Okay, I have to push. Oh, that's the plan. Oh, but he can do that in different order. G4. Oh, can I do something else? Here. G4. Check. Yeah. At least I try. For more than draw. G4. He can't really take. I think so. And now it's tricky. Okay, he can take here probably, but is this too quick? Takes. Yeah, I think it's too quick. Wait a minute. He can take here. And I can't really get to G2 now. Okay, if I take queen here. Well, this is not easy. I think he can't write this one, and let's see. Maybe this is very good for white, I don't know. Let's see who have to make a move here. G2 is hanging if knight moves, and I think I can move back and forth here. But oh, he did that? Really? That's a really risky decision. Now I think I'm going to win. Oh, that was an interesting game. Let's see a few details. Okay, we have seen those cheaters in these rabbit chess streams, but I think he just played very well. Not this opponent, but the first one. But let's see. He really knew this theory, and here we have to play few precise moves, and I'm just curious. Okay, this is the only move to try to get some advantages from this position, and I should play bishop here. I saw this plan, but now I didn't see it in this position. So h4 is the best. Now he played f3. Okay. Now the edge is already a big one. Okay, he can play a4 and get my queen of this fifth rank. I guess that's the plan. Okay, this is clearly bad in positional way, but if I go here, then b4, yeah, and then this is just too much to handle. f6, maybe even this is quick enough, but queen c4 and queen will come here. Maybe even some tactics with the rook. Of course, this is just winning. Rook d8. Yeah. Then checkmate. Okay, but he didn't do that. King h2. Okay, this was. I think it wasn't the best, but somehow I didn't find anything better. Maybe c5, but I would like to keep eye on f5, and that's why I didn't play c5 here. Anyway. Oh, this is winning for white. If knight h5. Oh, there's brilliant tactics. Queen g5. That's the idea. I think so. So I can't take with the queen because rook is hanging, and if I take with the pawn, then this check wins the queen or wins the rook. I mean that there's intermediate move, and then queen will drop. Okay, this is not easy tactics to find with this time control. So this ending is equal. Probably this is the only try, but I didn't see that knight will land here, and then there is no entrance for the king because I can't really do much or anything. But it's not so easy to find a way here. c3. What is the plan for white? Okay, g3 in the right moment. Is it here? Okay, white can take here actually. King d4, taking on d6, or what is it? Ah, this is winning for white. Okay, knight e4 is very important move. It cuts king off, and there is no f3 ideas because then knight just controls everything, and c4 plan might win. I think so. That's the key idea. But this is something else. It's not good. This is a winning move, and now I have to move my king, and then f4 will drop. And if okay, there's nothing else that black can do. For example, f3, c4 might, oh, maybe even this way. Knight goes here, but there is still some play. It's not so easy. Anyway, here it's already winning for black, yeah. Okay, let's play more. e4. Aha, Karogan defense. c5, a good line. Okay, let's play this c3 line. I have played this quite a lot. Queen g4 is the idea. Okay, knight d7 is actually probably the best line against this c3 plan. Should I give this or that? I can't remember now what is the best move, but maybe I can play f4 or b4. b4 is not leading any advantage after knight takes e5, but it's very interesting positional idea to take queen side in control and try to keep these pawns here, prevent bishop action, but I think b6 is a good choice there. So maybe just f4 or knight f3. Which one? Maybe knight f3. And but there's no queen g4 anymore, so. But this looks quite quite good. Maybe b4. Or should I play queen queen e2? Knight lands here and then h4, h5. Many options. Okay. I don't want to castle yet because there's a good chance that knight will land on g6 and then h4 plans are usually quite good. Okay, this prevents b4, but I think I can play c4 instead of this, and also b5 square is mine. I don't know, should I do this or not? I'm not going to use time for that. Let's attack. h5 makes this king side weaker, so I think h5, bishop here or knight here, maybe bishop, it develops the piece, is good for white, I guess. Queen c7, natural plan. Okay, knight c6 is the next move. So maybe bishop here and here keeps this pawn alive, and I can take here. Even my bishop drops, then there's a good chance to create strong play in the center. Oh, wait. Queen here and here. Okay, maybe I have to be careful now. h5 and then h6. I can give this if this drops, and if this happens, then I can use tactics. Yeah, okay, push. Okay, h6 might be a good choice for black, but still, maybe I have time for this plan. Okay, I'm losing e5, but if he is losing g7, then it might be white's favor. Hard to say, but at least in French defense with the same structure or almost same structure, white is having good chances after that plan. So I think this plan is a good one here. Okay, let's see. Takes, and what happens? Okay, my rook is hanging in some lines because there's a check. So, okay, I don't want to do this. It prevents e5 plans. Okay, maybe just castling and rook e1. Why not? Actually, yeah. This is so risky decision. This gives chances to attack if black castles here. And I think this is a risky decision now, because a5 gives a hook to play b4. And if king stays here, I can develop and play c4. With these plans, I think white is better. Maybe not much, but still. Castling and f6. It's risky looking, but might work because there are so many pieces here helping the king. Okay, if I have time, I can transfer my knight to g3, but yeah, maybe it takes too much time. Now bishop f4, f6. Bishop is hanging. This is not working, I guess. Yeah. So have to find better plans. c4 might be better to prevent f6. d4, then I have time for this. c4. Okay, maybe knight b4. Okay. Hard to say which one to choose. Maybe I can do this, because if bishop takes, I have still c4 plans. And this bishop is important one. So I think I can do this. It's quite hard to handle this kind of pawn structure, but this leads open game, and I have c4, b file, and I can develop my bishop. At least I think so. Now I have time for knight b5 at least. I think I should play it first and think later what to do next. Okay, queen goes probably here. And then what should I do? I should take here, I'm pretty sure, but there's quite many pieces attacking to f2 after this trade. So maybe knight d4, but it's hanging. So queen b8, okay. Now c4 might be something. But actually I think I should take here first and then do that, if there is nothing better. But I think c4 can work immediately. Okay. Knight will land here, then rook f1. Oh, queen comes here. Oh, it's very dangerous to take here now. This is a very good plan for black, but actually bishop f4, and then I can put my bishop here, because it's very hard to break this pin. And that's the way to develop the bishop. Okay, that looks very interesting to me. I think he can't really develop these pieces, and then this plan, or this kind of plan, because there is no e4, because queen is hanging. Of course, I have to put my bishop on b1 and queen c2, because otherwise e4 hits the queen, and then this diagonal is closed. Okay, let's try to demonstrate. I think he can't really take here, because e5 is not an option. I can try to push f4. Maybe this is not working in real world, but it was an interesting plan at least. Let's see. Okay, should I go here? Knight d4, then he can't really take. Knight d4. Now he can. No, he can't. But where is it? Queen, bishop. I think I have compensation, but maybe it's not. It's not enough. I don't know. Bishop c2. f4 plans. I try to take e6. Create checkmate threats. And if this trade happens, then there is also knight c7 in some lines. Oh, I can't take with the pawn, because then bishop takes b5 and d4 is hanging. So I have to take with the knight, but still I think it's playable with the same plans. I have bishop pair. E6 is kind of weak. Good chances to create some attack. E6 is the pawn is only, it's important only when we get in endgame, and I try to avoid that. This might be impossible now because queen goes here, f5, then I have very nice square, and then e6 is weak. Rook c1 might be useful because then there's no d4. Taking here plans. Now I can take the pawn. Why not? Then I have very good attacking prospects. Yeah. Okay, he can take here, but or C, I don't know. But now this looks like good friends to me. Bad bishop against good bishop, and okay, trading everything. Oh, that might be a good chance for black. Bishop here, rook here, knight f5. Oh, this defends the rook, so no, that's not an option. Okay, e5 is coming. Should I play f4? There's bishop d6, trading, and then f4, bishop d6 again. I should keep the queens on the board. But e5 is coming, and that's a bit annoying. What should I do? Queen here, e5, e4. Well. Queen here, e5, knight f5. And what is it? Very hard to say. Very hard to say. Okay, let's keep those pieces there. Try to get pressure on d5. If she trades, or okay, if this happens after trading, I can drop back the rook, and maybe d5 is a weak spot. Okay. Maybe I play c4 if b4 happens. Now I have to speed up. This is splits now. Oh, oi, oi, oi. I didn't see that one. Hmm. Okay. Too bad. I think the game was quite good until I blundered. Okay, let's see what is the... Yeah, this is the line. Knight bd2. It gives some chances to get knight in play first, and then we can trade, or this might lead very quick development. It helps white. Okay, maybe I could play bishop f4, but I saw this kind of tactics, or was it later? I can't take here, yeah, but somehow... Okay, this is a bad position for white, but I can do something else here. Bishop here, for example. Okay, and now this is a threat because queen's hanging, and f5. This is at least okay for white, of course. Okay, f6 is the best move, but this would give white some advantage, or yeah. Bishop f4, bishop h7, h2. Okay, maybe I should just take, or what? Okay, I can do this. Ah, yeah. So this is unnecessary move, and this with the same plan, of course. White should not do this. This is much better, of course. Okay, and here... Okay, knight f5. I think I was planning to do something this, but I didn't see. This is the plan, or yeah. So close. I was calculating these lines, and then probably that was the reason I forgot that I have to trade those bishops first. My plan was to get knight on d4, but somehow I just played, and then, of course, losing immediately. Chess is hard. By the way, there is a poll in the chat. If you haven't give your vote yet, feel free to do so. It seems that we have already 44 votes. Thanks for voting. Okay, knight c3. Okay, let's play d6. Pretty natural. The f4 might be the move. Okay, let's play knight d4. It prevents this plan because c2 is hanging. Okay, looks pretty passive. h6 is of course a move. Maybe h5 works as well. Okay, let's play that way. Looks more interesting. h4, bishop g4. Okay. Why not h4 and then h3? I think this is too slow. Now I can do this. Bishop is getting trapped. There's no time for bishop moves. So might be game over already. Rook takes h1, and sometimes chess is easy. But more often, no. Okay, let's see. He can't take here. And if he takes here, it's the rook. So we have time for this. And then we are pawn up. And another pawn will drop on h2 with the threat of rook h1. Actually, we can start with this, because if pawn takes here or here, then rook h1, and there is no way to cover g1. So I think this might be the best. Oh, there is knight e2 actually, yes. So let's take here, and it's free decision. This is the only move, and we can take the bishop. That might be the easiest way to play. Rook h2 is very tempting, but it's not so easy to get this. Of course, this is it's more fancy, but I think that is the wrong way to play. So it's much more practical to take the bishop. Okay. And now queen here, I mean bishop here, queen check. We can put our king here because there's a very strong threat. So no, queen f3. So what about this plan? I mean check, and then here bishop d2 prevents this plan. And I think I have time for this. But then rook goes to c file. And okay, it's not so easy. Should we check? King goes here. Okay. Castling. Why not? Takes. Takes. Then check. This one. There's no way to cover the rook. And there's checkmate plans with queen e1. But that can go wrong very easily. Okay, let's check this line. I mean, then rook here. And then queen a5. There is no way out. Taking here. Can we give this bishop? There is no checks. So this is a must. So we have this plan. Knight have to go here, then we can take it. Okay. That's nice. There's nothing wrong with this plan. Okay, let's do it. It's strong and fun. Hopefully. Maybe there's f more. Okay, but a bishop goes here if something like f3 happens. Actually, queen is entrapped. So, this is a threat now. So, I think white have to go in this line. Then queen check. This is not helping much. Interesting. Oh, have to start with this. Have to be careful not to blunder again. Then we can take here, and then rook drops. Long castling. Queen takes here. I'm knight c3. Okay. Knight covers very well those queen checks, so that's why knight is usually the best card for the king in these kind of positions where queen attacks and there is only knight which covers these squares. Okay, should we trade or not to trade? I think this prevents any kind of counterplay, so we have to do that. But should we take here first? I think so. To create checkmate plans. Actually, maybe this works very well. There is no time to do that. Because queen takes a2, rook c8, and checkmate. What he's thinking. King b1 is not an option. Or is it? Okay, here he takes, I will take, and then rook c8 looks winning. Okay, queen check and then rook c8. There is no time to create anything. Time is usually the most important factor in chess. So yeah, let's play more. Thank you. It was quite wild, yes, but very interesting, and I think it was quite correct one also, because usually if you analyze these positions with the computer, h5, h4 against this kind of fianchetto bishop, it works quite well if there is no knight f3 and if center is closed like it was. So I think it's not wrong. Maybe it's a bit risky plan, but if you like to play dynamic chess, it puts some pressure on your opponent, and that's why I think it's a good way to play. Okay. e4. Quite solid setup. We can go for this long castling line. Bishop c4 as an option, but unnecessary. If we want to play this way, it's okay. King b1 is of course useful, but maybe it's unnecessary, and knight d4. Okay, I can't remember theory, but maybe king b1, castling, knight d4 takes, queen takes, it hits here and here. That looks quite normal, but maybe knight e5 is a move here. Let's see. Is something wrong with this plan? Maybe he was expecting pawn takes d4. It's a line, but of course now we have a clear plan in a pawn, and then it's very good for white. Okay, maybe blunders happen. That was an easy game. Let's play more. Aha, my rabbit record is 2563. Today I plundered in a draw position and with mouse slip, and that's why we drop a bit. But let's see. Of course, there was another game. I lost that one too, but we have won a few. Okay, this is the way. This is a way to meet flank. What is this? I can't remember the name, but this A3 Sicilian Mingarini variation. Okay. Sometimes there's many ways to name the variation, but I think I have heard other name also. I can't remember what is it, but this doesn't ring any bells. Okay, let's see. Maybe castling, and I can take here later. If I take here immediately, then pawn takes, and there might be some threats. Okay, now I think it's much better to take here and play knight e4. This bishop might get out of play. I think there's no d6 plans, and b5. Taking here with the e-pawn is an option, of course. Which one to choose? Well, f4 is, of course, a move for white, but then I have c file also. Okay, let's take with this. d6 and then d5 might get weak. Aha. Should I prevent this plan if I can? g5. It's ugly looking, but maybe it prevents f4. If I can do this, then I have very strong position in center and on king's side, but I can't really believe that this is working. Might work, but it's a risky looking move. I would like to prevent f4, d6, f4, f5, takes, d6, and then this pawn will drop. Maybe I should play d6. And then we can check later, is g5 an option? Might be. Might be. But still, this looks quite good. I can play f5. This pawn is weak. After trade. Okay, now g5 might be even better, but let's play f5. Because then g5 is very natural, or maybe that one. Okay, king goes here. Maybe it's unnecessary, but let's do it anyway. Now other bishop goes here. a6, b5, so maybe a4. Yeah, I think there is no chance to play g4, so now b5 or b6. I don't know which one. Let's play b6 because I'm not going to play on queen side, and that's why I think it's good idea to prevent counterplay. I mean, if b5, there might be some a5 ideas, bishop here or something. g5 looks very interesting now. If he takes, we can push f4, and then this will drop. There's no chance to do that. So let's play g5. I think bishop might go here, but as well, there might be some chances to put that bishop on h3 after pawn takes g5, and then g3, bishop here. Now it would be misplaced on b7. Now this is going to drop. Okay, let's take here. Maybe bishop f5. Good intermediate move, and I will take this later. If I take it immediately, okay, actually, why not? Why not? It prevents queen h4. Okay, this might be a plan for white. Should I do this, then d4, or should I do this, that I can do this, g3, then bishop goes here. Maybe I should just develop the bishop. Is this really a move? I don't think so. So let's play this way. Have to speed up a bit because I think he plays so quickly that I'm going to lose on time if I'm not ready for kind of blitz play. Rook f5. Here, d4. Okay, let's do this. Also some plans with the queen. Okay, this is not hanging. If queen comes here, I can take and take on d4 at least, but maybe I would like to keep the queens on the board. What is this? Is there time for that? Really? g3. Ah, there might be. Okay, let's take with the pawn. I think I have time for this, because then this long diagonal is very dangerous. Of course, this is very tricky position to play, but I think I can handle every threats. Maybe not in practice, but at least in theory, this works well for black. Oh, there's queen g1, I didn't see. Now bishop will go here, but of course I have to do this, and rook here. What is that? This is just winning. Of course, queen g1 was needed, but maybe rook g8 and same plans. Okay, now at least queen drops, but maybe there is even better choices like rook here. Then it's checkmate in one. Okay, let's take the queen, or should I try to find better options? Rook here. Bishop f6. King has to go here. I can take whole rook. Then also the queen, so okay. Okay, it's not working. Let's try to be practical now. Oh, yeah, check. Rook goes between, then something like this. Bishop goes here, so let's take the queen. And then f3, bishop h5. Oh, king goes here. Not today, not today. king can go here. Oh, I think that is going to lose the rook now. Okay, that was an interesting fight. Let's see a few key moments. I play with viewers on Thursdays, so let's play then. Today we have this kind of rating record attempt. Haven't go too well, but at least we have had interesting games. Here, G5 was my plan. Let's see what is the computer's opinion about it. Okay, D6 breaks this plan immediately. If I can't play F5, then I'm in trouble. Yes. Okay. So it was very good idea to play D6 first. And now I can play F5 because F4 is not a problem. Okay, E4. Oh, yeah, that is a easy way to play, but I think G5 is still a good idea. Let's see. Okay, somehow this is blunder. I could take here and then G5. Somehow this is not available. Okay, maybe the plan is the same. Get bishop here and try to create strong attack. But I think it worked. It was also after this move that black can have very good attacking prospects. Yeah, black is better. Okay, C3 is a mistake according to the computer. What else? You know, we can just take here, and then there's very strong plans. So okay, D4. So F6 is better square somehow. Maybe it's because bishop hits the rook, so this is better. Yeah, and that's why white can take here and play something like this. But it's not... This is still playable. Okay, it seems to be that G3 is the best, but this is an unhuman move. It's very hard to find that kind of moves. It gives very strong looking plans, but maybe there is no clear way to make any progress. But at least in the game, I was expecting queen G1 and then something like rook G8 or F8. But of course, after this, it's very easy to play, and yeah, that's all. Let's go forward in our journey. Let's play Rui Lopez. On Friday I played Italian game, so it's good to have few different openings, or at least one good one. Okay, is he trying to play Marshall? No, not today. Okay, have to play H3 before D4. Okay, this is prayer variation, old favorite of Magnus Carlsen. Okay. Now there's no time to play this one, so bishop C2 first. Rook here. try to create play against e4. So, but we have time for this, and then everything is well covered. Okay, g6. Okay, yeah, and a4, c5. This is theory. This is something. It's not the best. I think so, at least. As far as I know, but if d5, then c6. So we need to have b3 to play d5 to meet c4. I mean, after c6, we have to get this kind of pawn structure. Otherwise, it's good for black. So maybe b3. If black takes and plays c5, then there might be something on long diagonal, but I think after bishop b2, white is having good center and not too many problems. Oh, we have already 54 votes in the poll. Thank you for voting. If you haven't, please you can vote if you want. Okay, knight f8. And what now? Now we are ready for d5 because this plan works. And knight is actually quite badly on f8. It takes so much time to do something like this, and actually it gives square for my knight. And this is very important plan in Ruy Lopez, because now black can't really open the queen side. Even it's open, white will have better share because these bishops are doing very well, and a5 is important move to fix a6. And I think this is a bit similar what I have seen earlier. It was a game between Magnus Carlsen and Abdusattorov, and I think Carlsen won that game. It was some rapid game a few years ago, and there was very nice play from Magnus Carlsen, but I can't remember what was the plan, but somehow he played on queen side. Maybe this plan is quick enough because it's very hard to find squares for these pieces. This is very well placed, but still. Maybe even, oh, if I go here, then knight can kick my rook out. So yeah, if I move this knight, then this knight can jump here, and somehow there might be some play. Okay, bishop goes here and here. That might be something. Should I take here? That's possible. Maybe I play this one, and then knight goes to d2, and then I'm quick enough. If I do this, it's very slow. Usually 4 moves are too much, even in this kind of structure. So this first, I think he has to do something like this to avoid weakness on c5, and then this move gives white clearly better game. It's very hard to find good squares for this bishop. Okay, he gives chance to take on c5. I think I'm going to do that. Let's see. Is there something wrong with that plan? I can't see. Maybe I can do something else also, but it's very tempting. Okay, maybe queen d2. Okay, that was a surprise. Okay, maybe king here, bishop here, but now I have to speed up, not to lose on time. Let's go here. I try to take that bishop if it lands here. There's also other plans with this knight move. If I can get here, it's very good for white, and maybe after king h7 I can just play knight g5 and there is no bishop h6. Queen is getting here, so maybe knight c3, queen here. It can't really go here, so let's play this way. Queen here, rook here, then yeah. Okay, now we can do this. Oh, he can trade, of course. Maybe bishop d3 actually. Then there's no chance to play. And then I will do this. Interesting. I think he can't really play c4. I can take it. There's no enough tactics with rook c8, queen b4. Or I can even play bishop back and c4 might get weak. But then there is no... okay. Maybe rook goes here. So, that's really surprising. Of course, I will play bishop here and try to get this one. I think this was clearly a mistake. Have to use the other rook. Now queen d3 and taking on a6. What he can do? Okay, maybe rook goes here, but still the same plan. And if rook goes here, then it's clear that this was a mistake. Maybe rook b4 is playable. If I take c4, I take rook c8. Are these hanging or not? Maybe I should play something else. First this one and then... Okay. He has that kind of plans. So... Okay, let's play this way. If rook goes here, then knight a2 and... oh, is there something like... I don't know. I think it's not working, but let's see. Might work. Maybe I should go with knight a4. This is a very tricky move, but maybe black should do something like that. If I take here, c4 is the plan for black, and that's why I'm trying to play this kind of cat and mouse to get things work. Oh, this is something also. I didn't see that beforehand. Now I have to be careful not to lose. Okay. Maybe knight c3 if rook is here, and then try to get another knight to c2. This bishop might be a problem. So let's play this way, and this is the plan now. I think these pawns are going to drop eventually, or at least I have good prospects to get some advantages with the bishop takes a6 plan. Or can we trade everything now? Can I take here? Maybe I can. Let's see, 2 takes. And what happens then? Okay, something is not right. Okay, let's keep the rooks. I think this might be misplaced. But he's defending very well, I think so. If he can get knight on c7, then it's hard to say, do I have anything real? Oh, what is that? Very good. Very good move, I didn't see. Okay, now it's totally different. Maybe this might be in trouble, but maybe not. Let's see. Okay, I have knight b5 after b4, so let's push. I think this tactics works. And knight b5. Maybe he can take here. Okay. We can trade. And then this pawn is very strong. Hopefully. Oh, maybe it's not. I didn't see that one. Okay. That was clearly bad news. d6 is of course my only hope. d7 or I think it's dropping. Oh, he has this kind of moves. Ay. Mistakes. Okay, this might drop, but of course black is winning now. Or maybe some slight chance to create counterplay. Okay, I check and try. Oh, tricks again. Try to get this rook. But rook d4. I'm missing everything now. Oh no. Okay, now I'm just losing because if d pawn drops, there's nothing. Okay, it went wrong way. Usually I don't talk when I play without streaming because of course, it sometimes it can have quite a big effect, you know, blundering a lot and sometimes using time too much because you are not calculating moves. If I play without streaming, I try to calculate much more than what I do during these streams, because when I speak I can't calculate, at least not as much as without streaming. I mean, without talking. But of course, this is for streaming, and that's why I try to play instructive chess and teach during these games. So it's part of this streaming, and I'm okay with that. But this game was pretty painful because I think this was a quite good model game how to play against this kind of plan in Ruy Lopez, and somehow I just played badly. But I have to say that my opponent played very well, because this is not easy position to play. Maybe this plan wasn't the best. I could do something else here. I could I don't know exactly what to do, but let's see. This is still playable. Oh, okay, chess is hard. Okay, I was planning to put my knight here, but somehow I thought that I can do that later. And the mistake was that I didn't see this rook b4 plan. Okay, and somehow he could do something like this, and I didn't win this. Oh. Okay, I could take here, so this was some kind of semi-bluff. But I thought that... Oh, I have rook knight d2, and... Oh, this is hard to find. No, and somehow it's working, but I think it's more human to play this way. But I should do something like this here. Now there was knight takes e4. Okay, things started to go downhill. And now I totally missed bishop b5. Okay, I should go for this line, but I thought that he might have some drawing chances with queen b. Oh, is there better? Queen c7. Yeah, I saw that my pawn might get weak, and how to create pressure without rooks. So... Oh, but I could take with the knight. That's looks much better. And now I can do something like... yeah. Okay, I would play this way, but I didn't see the plan. And now I even thought that I'm having good chances here, but I didn't see that this rook takes here and then my a7 drops. But this is the plan, and okay, this is good for white if there is no rook takes d1, but there is, and that's why this is losing. Okay, b3 is also good. So, oh, there was king f2. Okay. Even here should start with king e2, but rook d4, and it's quite easy to play. Okay, I think that was the last game in today's stream. We will play and stream also tomorrow at the same time, and then we do some opening analysis and also puzzles and blitz. So see you then if you are available. It seems that we had quite many votes in the poll, 58 votes, and today it wasn't my day. I had some good games, but still, it was very hard to avoid blunders this time. Maybe on Friday when we play rabbit chess again, then that might be the day. Let's see. Anyway, thanks for watching and voting and so on. Have a nice day. See you.